Man United target Sofiane Amrabat led Morocco to the World Cup semi-finals, duelled with Declan Rice in a European final and is available for just £30 million, but how would he fit in at Old Trafford? Hope you are doing good again as fans of Manchester United. From different part of the word, you're amazing persons. You can make subscribe and hit notification button to receive every Manchester United news and updates anytime. From this platform, it's an exclusive transfer news of Manchester United. As reported today by Mail Sport, Man United are said to be eyeing up a move for Amrabat. Mail Sport previously reported that the club have rekindled their interest in the midfielder, after initially targeting him during the January window, before signing Bayern Munich's Marcel Sabitzer on loan after Cree. With one blistering sprint and full-blooded slide tackle, Sofiane Amrabat catapulted himself into the footballing public's consciousness and cemented himself as the breakout star of the World Cup. It's fair to say the Fiorentina defensive midfielder may not have been particularly well known to many English football fans before the Qatar competition. But the 26-year-old enjoyed a wonderful tournament, epitomized by that juicy, viscerally thunderous tackle on a little-known France forward called Kylian Mbappé, and rocketed onto the radars of several big clubs. Premier League heavyweights Manchester United, Liverpool and Chelsea have all been credited with interest, while Spanish giants Barcelona are also reportedly keen on the signature of the star, available this summer for just £30 million. Mail Sport profiles the Moroccan, who duelled with Declan Rice in a European final, that United manager Erik ten Hag is reportedly monitoring, and analyses how he might fit in at Old Trafford. Amrabat, the younger brother of former Watford winger Norden, probably couldn't have hoped for a better World Cup. He had played just 14 minutes at the 2018 tournament, but didn't miss a single minute as the Atlas Lions became the first ever African team in the tournament's 92-year history to reach the semi-finals. The defensive midfielder was an ever-present, the side's physical and emotional heartbeat, dynamic, mobile, combining icy composure with fiery passion, playmaking grace with brute force. His performances, which, somehow, didn't earn him a place in FIFA's official team of the tournament, Casemiro, who was eliminated in the quarter-finals, really, nonetheless saw him named in Dreams East the world over. They can't just be reduced to one moment, though if they could, it would be his tackle on Mbappé. With Walid Regragui and County 1-0 down against France in the semi-final, jet-heeled Paris Saint-Germain forward Mbappé bursts down the left. Against one of the fastest players in the world, Amrabat somehow coaxes his battered body, which required a pain-killing injection in his back before 4 out of 7 games at the tournament, into chasing him down and flying into a tackle. As well as winning the ball, with Mbappé rolling around pathetically on the floor, he springs to his feet, carries the ball on and passes it forward to begin the attack. After that moment, there was talk French President Emmanuel Macron sought him out in the dressing room after the game to call him the best midfielder at the tournament. Quite a compliment. That physical durability saw him play 49 matches in all competitions for Italian side Fiorentina last season, on top of his international exploits with Morocco, and rack up 81.4 kilometers of running at the World Cup, more than anyone else. Though he did not score, he only has 6 senior goals in just under a decade, and only recorded 1 assist. That is not to underplay the significance of his contribution. In 2022-23, he made 1.43 tackles per game, 0.82 interceptions per game, 5.57 ball recoveries per game, 3-1 and 42 duels per game and received an average rating of 6.90. But he's not just a defensive destroyer, his passing accuracy is an impressive 91.2%, he recorded 48.3 accurate passes per game and his figure of 62.5 touches per game shows he is confident carrying and progressing the ball upfield. His 1.59 fouls per game yielded 16 yellow cards in total but no reds, demonstrating his wholehearted, committed style of play does not spill over into indiscipline. Barging over AC Milan's Zlatan Ibrahimovic with a shoulder charge proves his fearlessness and that he is uncowed by anyone, traits that would serve him well in English football. Amrabat's season culminated with the Europa Conference League final against West Ham, which saw him pitted against Hammers captain Declan Rice, who is imminently joining Arsenal for £105 million. The 49-cap international gave as good as he got and could look forward to more battles against Rice and challenging for trophies if he does move to United. Fiorentina were previously unwilling to part with the 26-year-old, who has become a bedrock in Vincenzo Italiano's high-achieving side, this season helping them reach the finals of the Coppa Italia and the Europa Conference League. Amid Barcelona, Liverpool, Chelsea and Bayern Munich interest, the Viola rejected all approaches. But the club have since changed their minds, and could be willing to let the player go for as little as £30 million. As per TalkSport, this has piqued the interest of the Red Devils, who are in the midst of a midfield revamp after signing Chelsea's Mason Mount for £60 million. To free up cash for additional spending, United will look to move on a string of squad players, including central midfielders Fred, Donny van der Beek and youngster Hannibal Mabry, plus Anthony Elanga, Alex Telles, Eric Bailly, Brandon Williams. The club are also prepared to listen to offers for defensive midfielder Scott McTominay, as well as Anthony Martial, Jadon Sancho, Harry Maguire and Dean Henderson. With a deal close for Inter Milan goalkeeper Andre Onana, if Ten Hag can raise funds by selling unwanted squad players to sign a striker, the priority position, he could well turn to strengthening his midfield next, with £30 million seen as extremely reasonable for a player of Amrabat's abilities, age and profile.
Manchester United fans will be hoping to get some updates today as the takeover saga lumbers on. Sheikh Jassim and Sir Jim Ratcliffe both remain in the running by Manchester United. The Glazers announced in November they would be seeking strategic alternative when it comes to financing the club. Nothing was left off the table, including the possibility of full sale. Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani and Sir Jim Ratcliffe emerged as the leading candidates to the takeover from the American family Glazers, but to this point, the Glazers have yet to announce which offer they prefer. According to the Fabrizio Romano and the report submitted have suggested that the Qatar banker is in a poor position to buy the club, but any potential deal is not looking likely at this stage. For the second successive day, United's share price dropped by more than 2%, which is often seen as an indicator of the likelihood of the takeover being in the horizon. When stock rise, it is believed that there is better chance of takeover being completed soon. Again and again, let's back in 2019, Ratcliffe made his feeling known about how the Glazers ran United and what he would do different if he was in charge of the Manchester United. He told the Times that in yours, his company never wants to be the damn money in town. Never. And the Manchester United are in quite and big pickles as a business. They have not got the manager selection right now, but haven't bought well. They have been the damn money, which you see with the player like Fred. United have spent immense amounts, sir, on the lot of Sir Alex Ferguson left, and they have been poor to put it mildly. Shockingly poor, to be honest. You have different approach here to be moderately intelligent about it, but to try to do it more a grassroots, trying to locate young talent. Some clubs seem to have an ability to do that, like Southampton, Lille in France League and Manchester United in Premier League have done it real poor. They have lost a pilot.